So last January, I started feeling really sick, and I had the flu, and it really hung on for a lot longer than most people who had the flu around me. And then I thought that I developed bronchitis. I probably did. Um, I took some medicine for that, felt a little bit better, but I was still really tired. I had headaches, um, and I started developing like this rash, which is called petechiae, and it's when like the blood capillaries under your skin burst, and so it's very flat and it like looks like little pinpricks of red. And I didn't know what it was, so I went to the student health center and they drew some labs and they called me like 20 minutes after, which is never a good sign, and said that I had super high white blood cell count. Um, so that means like that happens when you have mono, but that is leukemia, is basically you have way too many white blood cells. One thing that stumps all of my doctors is that when I was 3, I also had ALL leukemia. And I never relapsed. Once I was done with chemo, I was good. And it wasn't until 17 years later that this happened again. There's a lot less young adults who have uh, cancer. And the AYA protocol that I'm on is given to people ages 15 to ages 39. So that's a huge gap of your life, and so many different things happen. So, like, I'm not worried about childcare or starting a family or missing work, but I'm worried about missing class, and I'm worried about graduating on time. And so it's just this huge swath of people who are going through different things, but it's unique because we're not super old, which is how most cancer patients are, or super young, and there's a lot of focus on pediatrics. And we have different worries too. So, like, I'm worried, how is the chemo going to affect my fertility? How is it going to affect, like, when I go back into the job market? Will I be able to get a job okay? And a lot of cancer patients are retired, so they don't have to worry about that.
It's funny because Hannah and I don't exactly didn't for a long time remember how we met. And it turns out through PSL, we were assigned a project together that is difficult, and so that's actually how we met. And but it's funny because for the first year of our relationship, we just felt like we knew each other, but we couldn't remember where from. So, it's a change. I would come home from class and go to the hospital every day, which thankfully I lived in Smith Steve, which is walking distance to the James, and it all worked out very well in that sense, in that she was right down the street from me. I think we were having a hard time because we're never alone, right? There's always either friends or parents, or which is awesome that she has that support network, or nurses or doctors coming in. So we didn't get to do the couple thing and so I brought my projector and dressed up and brought her stuff, and we had date night in the hospital and watched movies and had dinner. And that was kind of nice. It really makes the normal moments stand out in your mind because you don't get as many of them. And so I kind of cherish every date, every time we get to go out, even go to the grocery store, because it's normal. What gets me going and through the day so often is that I am inspired by this person that I'm with, because she is fighting through, she is getting amazing grades, she's going to school when a lot of people don't, and not that is something that, to say anything about anyone else, but Hannah is a fighter, and she is somebody that I am so proud of, and always have been, but have really, throughout this process, have been inspired by.
I had my last chemo of cycle 4 about a week ago. And so right now I'm on a break. They're waiting for my counts to go back up. So mainly they're looking at platelets and hemoglobin levels and neutrophil levels. So basically my immune system, how well I can clot my blood, and
how well I can breathe. And once those reach a certain level, I'll start the next cycle, which is the first cycle of maintenance chemo. I definitely feel optimistic. I'm in remission currently, so they have done the tests and haven't found any more cancer, so that's great. But I'm a little bit disappointed just that I had to rearrange my plans for after graduation. That was one of the worst things about getting diagnosed, was I had these grand plans of what I wanted to do, and I had to rearrange what I would do for a job or grad school or applying for things, because I would be in treatment. I would love to go to grad school, so I'm looking forward to doing that. And I also want to help kids and adults and young adults my age who are going through similar things, because this is a really weird age to kind of go through a stressful life event, and it's not well documented, so I would love to give back. And so I'm looking forward to an opportunity where I'm healthy enough to give back, and that I have that opportunity.